Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to these timeless messages from your angels. They are interactive, so I'd like you to just take a few deep breaths with me. Thank you so much for being here. My name's Lisalyle, and these are timeless interactive messages from your angels. And so I'd like to encourage you in this moment to allow yourself to be guided by the child who lives and seeks to thrive within inside, who has always been aware and known that angels are real, and so are you. And I feel at the time of recording, it is May the 17th of 2025. And there's a lot of energies about, and there are angels. It's not like they're working double time. We are working double time. And I feel like this message is coming regardless of what you choose, and the choices are left or right. So allow yourself to be guided to left or right, regardless of which side you're feeling called to. There's very likely a message here from both sides for you in order to support your ability to calm down, receive, and retrieve or extract the wisdom, the guidance that's here for you, the joy. The joy that's here for you. Okay, they're saying take that card, Lisa, because that's for everybody, regardless of choice. The choice is your joy. And this is what the angels are working double time for now, or not working double time, coming through this message to get you to stop working so hard and settle into the now, because there is an abundance of support in the now. And our tendency, the tendency for us, especially when we're still in the midst of healing the deep wound, the tendency is to keep pushing ourselves. And that is not what the angel's message is today. So if you were guided to write this, write the side, here is your message. And there's a need for grounding. And as I was, before I started the camera, there are two crystals that are part of this message. And I had my hands on each, one on each. And on the crystal on the right side, there was very much this almost like not wanting to. I'll show you the crystal. It's the green calcite. If you've seen these messages before, we've worked with this. And I find that these two crystals that have come through today want us to work with them, particularly for these messages. There was almost like on the right side, a not wanting to touch it, a not wanting to settle. There's like a holding of tension in your body. And this leads to resistance. Resistance manifests in tension in your body, the rigidity in thought. Um, as I was holding onto the green calcite in my right hand, there was this energetic circuit I was feeling between my feet. And it was left receive, right release. Left receive, right release. But it was moving through, it wasn't going the whole way up into the body, it was moving up through the legs, like the circuit was the legs and the hips, the legs and the sacral chakra. And with the green calcite here, and calcite is always very supportive of emotional healing. And so it does feel like you are moving through some rather challenging emotional healing, and it may be difficult for you to let go and support this release into the joyful flow. If you look at Ramalia here, goddess, with that blue butterfly at her thymus gland just below the throat, the high heart, a lot of the color in this card is deep and representative of emotions. There's a lot of orange hues in here. And so you are being encouraged to settle into the process of release. Settle into, just settle. In this moment, simply settle. Because your ability to settle in this moment is going to support your ability. Something's banging here and it's driving me crazy. Is going to support your ability to no longer settle for less than you deserve, for less than you are worthy of, which is ultimately divine birthright. I feel guided today as I had the dogs over at the park. It's an off-leash area, so I caught sight. I caught sight of two vultures flying. At first, I thought it was an eagle, not an eagle, a hawk. They were quite far away, and I thought it was a little bird chasing a hawk. And eventually, rather quickly, they made their way into my clear, identification view, and it was vultures. And what I realized after watching for a bit was it was an adult vulture with a baby who was just learning to ride the thermals. And then over in the distance is another adult vulture with a baby learning to ride the thermals. The baby over here with the other adult was getting much higher than this little guy that was on the right side. It was like he was very nervous, and it's funny that they're having me share it like this because I literally stood and watched it. I was resting on the fence and just watching this go on. And so with that being said, it does feel, and then the one that was doing better, they came over this way, and then the two young birds got together, and it was like the one was encouraging the other, come here, I'll show you. It's riding the wave. And so, oh, and you've got the apple is the tree angel oracle that came out. And 20 is the number of judgment in the major arcana of the tarot. And so it is your inner judgments that you're being asked to let go of so that you can grow. Like this is abundance. This is joy. This is like purity of heart. And I'm really seeing, have you ever cut an apple? You know, you cut an apple in half, like down, and the, you know, if it's standing like this, you cut it down. But if you turn it on your side, have you ever cut it like that? For some reason, that's coming in right now. And when you cut it like that, you end up seeing a star. And so this is your angels are all around you supporting your healing, the healing call of your heart at this time. And the message is to let go of the judgments of your mind because they're really kind of getting in the way of your joy in the day. And it's the joy of the simple things, you know, like watching the vultures. This flipped. The vultures on the breeze. Exactly. And how beautiful. Stillness. And it was funny because as I was watching the little vulture on the, and vulture is the symbol of death and rebirth. They're saying to look at the bottom card for you as well. Oh, yes. Heaven on earth. All right. I'll take it. As I was watching the little vulture, this guy, because vultures, they ride the thermals, right? And this is how they get their height. They just keep going higher and higher on these thermals. And this little guy on the right, he wasn't getting much height and he was flapping. His wings were flapping like he was working double time. And that kind of feels like going right back to the beginning of this message. That feels like a big component for you is that you're working 11:44 there on the timer. You're working too much. This is where the most valuable work takes place that supports the transformation, that supports the joy and wonder to be reborn in the child of light that is you now responsible for reestablishing your connection to the sacred. Stop rejecting yourself, your wants, your needs, your desires, your heart's inner fire. Because heaven on earth, like this is the beauty of this time. And it's only taken me almost 55 years. Well, I won't say that. It's taken me probably close to 30 years to figure this out. Is that this, your ability to show up for yourself in this way, the simple wonders, you know, out in nature every day, that's really an important component. And it's not just going to support your connection to the angels, it's going to support your connection to the natural world, the elementals, the slow down. Unplug your router before you go to bed. Get some serious rest, true rest. I mean, because even unplugging your router, yeah, you're not welcoming that energy in your four walls while you sleep, which is a very wise action, especially when we live in a time where there's a lot of high density living, or if you know, and not only high density living, like there's cellular radiation, there's artificial interference in everything, and it affects us. It affects us and it affects you. And this is your call to acknowledge the effects that all of outside interference has on you. Because heaven on earth is born through you, through the path of simplicity and joy. And it's almost like, you know, it's almost like a pioneering ways in these times. And perhaps that's the truth. You are a spiritual pioneer. Here, oh, we're getting to Archangel Michael. He's like, why? Because I'm looking at this card and I'm like, hey, Archangel Michael. But this isn't the Archangel Michael Oracle. And so let's see. Hit the thumbs up if this message is resonating. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, as it really supports the ability of this channel to grow and thrive. And it's such a delight to witness with my very human eyes the growth of this space. So thank you so much. Thanks for being here. I could feel that coming out. I am golden light, and we'll cover those breasts because that seems to be problematic. I am golden light, integrity. Number 7. Your physical body is the vessel for all manifestations of joy in this lifetime. And in order to be the manifestation of joy, you are required to release and let go of what doesn't work. Oh, this is nice that it's showing up upside down. Mercurus. They said, look at the bottom of the deck. Mercurus. Volatility. This is shaking up. This is changing. This is coming into no more fight, no more strife, no more resistance, because you are listening within. You are listening to the angels who surround you and encourage you to go forward via the pathway of rest and stillness, because you are a spiritual pioneer here to restore the simple things that are near and dear, the sweet pleasures. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Those olden goldies, golden delicious. Volatility, the number is 23 on this card, which is my number for the divine masculine. If you add the 2 plus 3, you get 5, which is the number for change. In the major arcana, that's the Hierophant, traditional, teacher, wisdom. You, just the simple fact that you were guided to this channel and you resonate with anything that I share, you have an important spiritual mission here on this planetary body, Mother Earth, at this time in this lifetime. Otherwise, you would not have found me. And, so welcome. And thank you for being the seed of change, blowing on, the winds of change. You have done a lot of great work. It feels like this resistance, again, they're taking me back to how I was feeling at the beginning with this conduit. Tune in. Your angels are guiding you back to basics, to the elements, the elementals, nature, so that you can rest and stop resisting what you know is best for you. Let's see what the oracle message is of Apple. Just the oracle message. Health and joy, the light of the rainbow, the source of your very own worth. Reborn and golden, eternity in each moment, a breath of everlasting youth, the promise of a faithful son. That's beautiful. Here's an affirmation for you to work with. I am golden light, following the path of joy. I am golden light, following the path of joy. I am golden light, following the path of joy. And there was just a notification that went off on my phone. So that is your message. I trust it has resonated. Please do let me know in the comments down below. Hit that thumbs up, and thank you again for subscribing. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, an intuitive healing session, or anything else, all the information is in the description box below. Thank you. Okay, so if you were guided to the left, Your heart knows best. The ice cream truck's outside. Your heart knows best. Remember the excitement when you were a little girl or boy and you'd hear that song of the ice cream truck, you know? Joy, the joy and the disappointment. Oh my gosh, the disappointment if your parents or the adult or you didn't have any money and the adult said, no, no, honey, not today. Oh, the disappointment. And yet, when we remember back, when we hear that song, it does bring up feelings of joy. Okay. So your crystal was this raw rose quartz. It's really hard. You're probably not going to see the color of it much here. This is rose quartz. I'm hearing raw and serious. Oh, so mysterious. You know that life is not meant to be so serious. This is silly. You are the realiest. Like the realist, realiest. And two, oh, that's funny. Oh, that's really funny. Two cards came out from the tree oracle. That's super funny. It's in fact hilarious. And if you've listened to the first message, perhaps you want to just go back and listen to the first message and pick it up here, if this was your first choice, because these flow so beautifully, as things always do. So, your first two cards out here are the Field Maple, Fields of Love, Fields of Joy, 14, for all the girls and boys. 14 is the Temperance card, patience, faith, understanding, compassion. And we have number 23, the Olive Tree. Divine Masculine is my number for, or 23 is my number for the Divine Masculine. When you reduce both of these, they both come to a 5. The messages for the right ended up with Mercurius, was the final card out, number 23, Divine Masculine. Beyond the anger, beyond the rage, the bird flies free from their cage. Freedom is granted from within the moment, moment to moment, sowing seeds of love. Extending the olive branch of peace to thee. Meditation, contemplation, no hesitation, nurturing, intuitive dreams of light and love to life. You are the alchemist in your life. Wow. Wow. Transforming via the purity of your heart. And again, they're highlighting the meditation aspect. And it's actually across the board in both readings. Here, it's really accentuated. Simplicity, basic, the bare necessities, bare feet, bare hands, playing in the earth, playing in the energetic field, responsibly shifting and moving energy. You're really powerful. Dog's going crazy somewhere outside. God is your faithful guide. Your angels have always been with you. You know this is true. Hidden worlds, because within you, hidden wisdom awaits the reveal. The world awaits the reveal of the wisdom within you. And wisdom, we know, it's true, is pain healed. And into the silence we go to allow wisdom to grow. Into the rest field we go. Um, so so that we can continue to sow seeds of love. We have grown. Divine masculine showing up aplenty here with Archangel Michael and Nathaniel, clearing and creativity. That, so Mercury showed up the first presentation of the divine masculine here in the both of the readings. Volatility, but it had been upside down when it came out, or when it was revealed. Upside down, flipped on its head, no more, put to bed. And then the next time the masculine shows up here in harmony, in I'm just hearing in harmony. And then the next time, like serious vibes after this, the hidden worlds, Archangel Raziel, we've got this creativity and clearing. And so there is a need for some clearing. I really feel like this message for you is like, rawness is your truth. Rawness is your gift. Your willingness to traverse the realms within to support the growing of your dream, the sowing of your seeds of love, and perhaps the weeding and clearing, the hoeing is what I heard, like, but a garden hoe. Hoeing the weeds out of your garden. There goes the ice cream truck again. Can you hear it? Oh, motorcycle. Can you hear it? I hope you can. Remembering joy. And no one else is here to walk your path. No one else is here. No one else. There's no two people on the earth that are here to do the same thing, that are here to present to the world in the same way. We're each unique. We're each special. We're each incredibly gifted. And where we bust through into the joy, is through the personalized journey of source and the remembering of who we are, the golden child of light, born for the experience of heaven on earth. Isn't it the maple tree that has the helicopters? Like their seed is like the helicopter. Summer days. It feels like this summertime. Whenever you're watching this, because this is timeless, but it feels like you're being encouraged to rest and play more. Have faith. Hold the faith. Meditate more. Co-create more in the moment when you're guided to. Rest more in the moment when you're guided to. Let's get a closing message from Archangel Michael. I just heard you're badass. Badass. Abundance Mandala, Prosperity, and Sananda, Mastery. 3 on Sananda, the co-creation via the pathway of meditation. Supports the abundance and the wheel of fortune turning in your favor. If we add the 2 5s, if we added this all up, that came out, where's the other tree? Yeah. If we add that up, it's at 10, right? Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Breathe in, settle in. Let us all just have faith in the process. And as we live with faith, we continue to support our own growth via the pathway of rest that reveals to us the hidden wisdom within, via the wounds that we heal, that supports our experience of heaven on earth, joyfully co-creating the abundance that is our shared birthright. Thank you so much for showing up and not running away in fright, because yours is a path of delight. I see you, I feel you, I love you, I trust these messages have resonated. Please do let me know in the comments down below. If you have made it this far, thank you so much. Hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. Please do that too. Thank you so much for supporting my thrive, your thrive, and the shared thrive of all children of light. I see you, I feel you, I love you. Thank you, thank you,